Hi YouTube, welcome back. If you guys are new, you'll have to go back and watch the other two videos that we made on this one. But this is part 3 of that turbine build. This thing has fought me tooth and nail, but it's sitting right here. We made a, well, I'll show you. Here it is. This is the second one of these sub bases that I've made. I have a Jack Russell Terrier, we do, and he thought that he was helping one night to fix my atrocious woodworking skills and help round the corners out. So yeah, he got a hold of this, and yeah, well, we ended up having to make another one. That's the one that's on here. So let's take a look at this thing real quick. What we ended up with was a 6-to-1 reduction between our turbine output and our generator input. Flip it forward here. And we needed a valve to control this. So, you guys can see, it's just a ball valve. And that was made out of a commercially available, just 1/4-inch ball valve. Nothing fancy. But what we did is milled the bottom of this off, turned the hexes off of it, took a simple brass washer, silver soldered it to the bottom to make it solid, and took a piece of round stock, pulled this rubber off of there, silver soldered it to the bottom, ran it out, turned it up, and we made this little knob for it right here, so it's got something to control the speed with. Yeah, so this was my attempt, I don't know if it's going to show up, to mimic this finish. Did that on the milling machine, and this is the flywheel we did in part 2. Went ahead and made another pulley here to run down to our generator. This is the factory sheave or pulley that's on the generator. Did go ahead and clean up and paint this generator, took it all apart, and for mounting, I don't know how they expected a guy to mount these things, because there's no way to get down in here. So we drilled and tapped it and mounted it from the bottom. I can show you on the base of this with countersunk, and we ran our bolts up through the bottom to bolt it to that. Yeah, we wired it off of this down. We've got just a light bulb socket over here, and we've got this bulb. Which one is it? It's this bulb. It is a get close enough, probably won't be able to pick it up, but it says it's a 1.9 volt 0.3 amp. So we'll go ahead and look at this guy first. And I did replace the bearings in the turbine, and that's something else that's a challenge lately, is finding bearings. I'd ordered these, and I didn't realize that a person could buy egg-shaped self-lapping bearings anymore, but these things just sound terrible. It's like dragging a cinder block through a gravel parking lot with a log chain. So yeah, those are not any good at all. So we got some from ENA Bearing, and they're a rubber sealed bearing. We pulled the seals out of the inside, and I did drill this here for an oil port so we can lubricate our bearings. And down here, I can show you, down here I also drilled it and put a set screw in it for draining that oil. Yeah, everything spins very nicely. This is, it looks impressive. Let's hope that it works well. Our copper line is soldered in here and soldered in down here at our valve. I will apologize for the noise that the compressor will make, because I'm sure that it's going to end up kicking on, but it's not unbearable. So let me get our air line hooked up. I'll pull you guys back to where you can kind of see a little bit more of what we've got going on. And there, hopefully everything's in frame. Get you where you can, there, that's better. And this is 1/4 inch copper line, and just for ease of testing and running, we're just going to use our quick connect. You can see it back here on the other side of the valve. So we've got our air hooked up, and all right. And I did put up, you guys can see that little guy? That's just an LED, so we can verify that we are making power. Once we get it running, we'll check and see what our output is, and then we'll screw this bulb in. We'll see if we can light that little light bulb. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in that generator, because when I had it apart, it's just like a whole little RC car brushed motor, and just with bushings, there's no bearings in that little motor. So hopefully our gearing and this thing doesn't explode. Hopefully we make some kind of light. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. We do have power. Let's get a voltmeter on this. Okay, well, hopefully you guys can see this. I can hold it and still show it. So we are still running. Looks like we have about 9 volts of output power. Pretty decent. Let's go ahead and screw our bulb in. See if we can light this little light bulb and not pop it. I don't know if we got a bad bulb or what. It's not doing anything. We got a package of them over here. We can give it a try. And we got extras. Let's try this one. Can't imagine that we got 2 bulbs in a row bad. It's possible though. Let's look. We have like no current at all. We make voltage but no amperage. So I guess that's yeah, that's not good at all. Obviously those LEDs don't take hardly at all any current whatsoever to make them run, but that little generator doesn't have enough power to light up a 1.5 volt or 1.9 volt 0.3 of an amp bulb. So all right, well, that's kind of disheartening, but at least, I mean, it does. It sounds pretty impressive. And granted, we're not running this thing wide open. We are running just, this thing's got down. We are just running O-rings. And if you guys need to make a belt just for trial purposes, you can go to Napa and buy O-ring material, and cut it even and straight. Clean it off with brake clean and just a drop of super glue, nothing fancy, and hold them together. Check your fit, and then you know exactly what size O-ring you need. But that's what we're doing on these. I can show you on this one here. And we've got a splice here, and that's how, well, we got another splice here. So we've got 2 splices on this belt, and you just saw it running. So maybe that's a helpful trick. Maybe you guys can use that in the future. So, well, guys, I'm sorry, we're not going to give up on this little project, but we might put it off to the side, and we'll come back and revisit it. But at least we've got something that I'm not going to call it a success, but the stuff that we made over here works really good. This area over here, probably not quite as well as we had expected, but sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. But we'll make this thing work, even if we have to change the motor out inside that housing. So, all right. Once again, thanks, guys. You guys are fantastic. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day, we'll have a new video out. This thing has consumed a lot of time waiting on parts and, you know, doggy struggles. So, all right. I won't keep you guys any longer. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.